25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting two Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a third Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run inside. It's Davison. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Run the gun on third down, Dante Moore. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
22.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Mayava. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Blasted as he lets it go. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
To the air on first down. Throwing right. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Booster. Ready, go.
Just keep slinging it. Caught by Williams on the left.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. quick completion on the out. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. As every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more.
Might have a chance. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, it's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to adjust the pattern. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, USC! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baird. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. In open space downfield. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago, Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago. Like they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's more. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly, He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Run in the red zone, it's Davison. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Jordan. On the move at the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on third. Fakes the grab. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Dropping back, it's Maiava. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Picks up the first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Moore with the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off to stop the threat. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's open things up with Coastal Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Chanticleers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Mosley. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Sweep. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. first grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jordan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore bears the pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Everybody needs a little luck. And the offense just got it by crawling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. Now on the return. Still on his feet. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the run, it's Jordan. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running to Green. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Trying to run, it's Davison. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires it down the seam. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
In this kind of game where it's only 1 possession, 1 play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision.
He's got it down the right side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He has
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out.
Finding some room. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Here's more to throw. He's going to run it. Still running at the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Finds him out of the backfield. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
More to throw for it on fourth down. Caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Working that left side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he's thrown another interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Running free. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jordan. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.